Welcome to the Political Matrix News. Politics, people, local, regional, national news. Political Matrix News keeps you informed. We have the sources, we have the truth from inside the Political Matrix. Hey, the Political Matrix rolls on for a Tuesday. It is the 30th of April as we roll into this, or this segment anyway. I would be Rob Milford, holding on to Fort in Orlando. Greg Fink is over in Alachua County. Jonathan Cole in Navarre. Did I see they just pulled in an 800-pound tuna on the beach, off a boat the other day, Jonathan? 800 and some pounds. Biggest tuna in Florida history.
I missed that one then.
No, that's okay. It wasn't registered anyway.
Yeah.
you get the idea. Hey, we mentioned the filing deadline for U.S. political office for all the congressmen and senators was last Friday, the 26th. And I don't get it. Here Matt Gaetz is, let's see, 16, 18, 20, 22, going for his fifth freaking term.
Right.
His fifth term.
That's from before governor.
I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it.
What do you get?
I don't get it. I don't get
that he has an opponent.
How he continues to be operating in the U.S. Congress. The guy is about
He's
this
Teflon.
close. What?
He's Teflon. He's Teflon Matt.
Who is he? Bill Clinton's son or something? That could be.
He's Don Gaetz' son.
No, Bill Clinton paid hush money, $800,000 to a woman he raped, but he's Bill Clinton, so he didn't go to trial. Donald Trump goes to trial for a lot less money, but there you go. So Matt Gaetz now has a new opponent that is apparently a puppet, a designated guy by the former Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, who Kevin McCarthy actually has a serious I'm going to hurt you hard on for Matt Gaetz being the guy who forced him out of the speakership, for Matt Gaetz being the disruptor in Congress, for Matt Gaetz making the Congress under Kevin McCarthy one of the most can't do diddly squat because of some deals.
Yeah.
And I mean, so what do we know about this retired Navy captain, Dimmock, Dimmock? Talk to me, guys.
Aaron Dimmock.
Okay.
Well, I know he resigned his job on Friday. He was working at EWF with Elstock, Witkin, and Overholtz. He was working in some sort of coalition with them in the UWF, University of West Florida. And he resigned his job on Friday to go ahead and dedicate full-time to the campaign. And so he did that. He's from, I guess, the Missouri area. He is a DEI individual, and also he is a board member of Black Lives Matter, I guess is a rumor out there. And Matt Gaetz is basically pushing everybody to know that his wonderful Republican opponent is a member of Black Lives Matter and a DEI guy, and so he's basically, playing the whole race card on everything. And that's what Matt's doing. And it's going to be a very interesting race.
Well, I mean, try this. Florida politics.
Nobody knows who he is. Okay,
try this on for size. Matt Gaetz snaps up Aaron Dimmock web domains, uses them to attack his challenger's DEI record. Matt controls AaronDimmock.com, AaronDimmock4Congress.com, DimmockforCongress.com. Holy crap. How could a political machine from Kevin McCarthy do crap like this?
Obviously somebody didn't get the memo here that Matt Gaetz is pretty smart. And Matt Gaetz is really very conniving, and he's very quick at just going and buying domains of his opponents. He's done it before. He's done it with other candidates that he's ran against him before. He bought the domains and basically redirected them where he needed to, and he can do that. And so it's interesting.
They were all registered on the 26th within an hour or so of him qualifying and paying a check for $10,400. Jonathan, you got to give it to the twerp. You got to give it to the twerp. You have pretty much unlimited money.
It's not always his brilliance. It's more his dad's team that tries to babysit him, I think.
No, Matt's actually the one that does the domain buys pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good with Venmo and Cash
like
App.
I said, So I found the PNJ article pop up, and I sent it to Greg, and we're like, who? And did research that night, both of us, and we found 2 citations, and the only one that had real information was the filing with the state, and we couldn't look at it because the site was under maintenance, so we still had nothing. And by the next day, now what I did notice, and I'm kind of wondering if they're trying to maybe cloud the waters, there's also an Aaron Dimmock who is the city manager of Jackson, Michigan, which is a suburb of Flint.
No,
Who this person could be.
I'm a Michigan. I'm a Michigan boy, and Jackson is a far southwest suburb of Detroit. So Flint would
I
be.
looked at a big map, so I might have been thinking in terms of a
okay.
larger state.
So
Sorry.
Jackson is here, and Flint's up here. I mean, it's
Okay.
Ohio.
No, I defer to your knowledge. But what I was saying is there were multiple Aaron Dimmocks. Could not find the one that was running against Matt Gaetz. He was the most prominent. I'll put him that way. But just the whole fact that within 24 hours, though, he was suddenly going back to what you said there, Rob. Did McCarthy's team not vet this guy? If he is DEI pro and BLM, I mean, that's a kiss of death. I mean,
this is not. It's going to be very hard to see how, if that really is his, MO or his feelings, how it's going to work with the district. I mean, we all know that nobody's ever talked to him. I know it's not
going to work. Not even
the reality is, you got to get the benefit of the doubt. We have never talked to this guy yet. Nobody knows anything about him. We have no idea how much of this is just conjecture, how much of this is just them putting out their spin ahead of it, because Matt is very good at that part. I mean, we've seen him spin a lot. And so, I mean, without anybody really talking to Aaron or knowing anything about him, I think, it's about time for him to start going out there and making his point. I mean, I know he just jumped in the race, but there's no time like the present.
All right. So listen, between the five of us, we have been around for all of Matt Gaetz's elections. That's us 3, and then the other 2 guys that aren't here. And we know the inside and outside. And let's be very, very honest. We've had some really good guys running against Matt. The 2 of the gooder guys who could have beaten him earlier on didn't have enough money, and they were too proud to go ask for money. 2 years ago, we had a retired executive from FedEx, a one-time naval aviator, but then he was in FedEx 30 plus years and ended up a multi-gazillionaire. And he promised to spend as much money as it took to beat Matt Gaetz. He hired some stupid consultant company out of Tampa. Who?
Yeah, I don't remember their name. I just know they were running commercials at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and they spent all of his money, and he did what? Diddly squat. 20.
He had no signs, hardly any mailers at all. I mean, he had 2 or 3 very interesting commercials.
He had a personality issue too. He didn't have a personality for politics.
I mean, the whole thing is that we've never seen any. I mean, this is actually one opportunity where we'll see somebody go head to head with Matt on the money if the money is able to be there. And so we'll see how Matt can. We'll see how Matt can handle a head to head dollar donation campaign.
He's got anywhere from 2 to 4 million, depends on which piece of paperwork you look at it. 2 million active, another 2 million literally sitting in.
Can kick in 20 million, 30 million.
Oh yeah,
that's listen. If there's a whiff of this guy, and and these good guys that we have known previous to the 22 election who have run and run, and I'm always reminded of the former governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, who pulled out of the 2020 election. He said, "I'm pulling out because of illness. The American voters are sick of me." And I thought that was very self-deprecating, because he'd run in 12 and 16 and in 20, and his best chances were behind him. And it's sad that the Republicans that we have known in the Panhandle are so severe, is the best way I want to phrase it. It's only this way. You got to be right here.
Exactly.
You can't, dude,
there's no
the art of politics. I mean, Jonathan, help me out here. The art of politics is the art of compromise, is it not?
Does Matt Gaetz compromise? I don't know.
No, but I'm talking about real politics.
The essence of politics is compromise, or you get nothing done.
That's what Mike Johnson's doing right now with the Democrat Party.
That's what I'm saying. Is part of the reason McCarthy got nothing done was because the Freedom Caucus held him hostage to any compromise with the Democratic Party. So nothing got done, and now Mike Johnson's giving them the middle finger, and he's working with the other side, and we're starting to see some things get done.
Because people don't realize that once you get elected, the next step is governing.
Yeah. Well, a razor-thin minority is not a mandate. You can't expect to go in with that small of a majority and think the whole country's behind you. We're going to pass our... And then you got this sub-fraction group with the caucus who's trying to control everything with only a couple dozen people. It's been a very unproductive Congress.
Yes.
Amen to that. So we're going to wrap it up at that point, and I think there's one place that I really, really can agree with Jonathan Cole on. It has been a very unproductive Congress, and you have to look at all 435 members and point at them and say, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
And that would include Matt Gaetz. Again, in 2018, Gaetz was running for re-election. And I thought the very most telling comment when I was down the street doing polls is, why do you vote for Matt Gaetz? Oh, he's great. He's doing a great job. You ready for this? He's on Fox News all the time. I'm still waiting for Oppo research from anybody that shows what Matt Gaetz has not done for the district, which what's he done? It's a really long list in crayon.
Losing those Air Force squadrons, he accomplished that. So.
Oh, yeah. Way to go. So we'll let it go there. Greg Fink, thanks, man. Enjoyed it. Jonathan Cole, we'll see you at the ballot box early and often. And I'm Rob Milford. This is the Political Matrix Blogcast.